now that I've sat here and tried to start this documentation video multiple times over the last few months. I've tried to start this process multiple times, and currently it's July 1st. It's 2:13 p.m. and I'm just like, you finna go for it, you finna do it. So if you guys are watching this, then I'm pretty sure you could tell by the title that I moved out of my home, and I'm embarking on a journey of just like free falling into the unknown, because all I know is that God gave me the notion. God has been on me. It has been weighing on me for so long that I need to move, I need to move, I need to move. And I feel like this has been just such a hard decision for me, because my kids play such a major part in the process of me moving from one place to another. If I didn't have kids, I feel like I would have been such a free spirit. Baby, I would have been up out of here years ago. Like, I probably would have lived in London for a year, or lived overseas somewhere for a year. I would have lived in different cities by now. I definitely would have had my time in New York, LA, Atlanta, Vegas, Texas, all these different places, right? My dreams have just always been that big. But in 2022, I moved into the place where I am right now. I'm sitting in my living room, the infamous living room, and I decided that I was going to stay here to save up money, because I knew I wanted to purchase a home. But at that time, I didn't know if I wanted to purchase a home in Chattanooga or if it was meant for me to purchase a home in another state somewhere. And I guess I never kind of like took into account like that my daughter would be getting older, so the process of moving out of state would be a lot harder than it would have maybe even 2 years ago, because she was only starting high school then, and now she's in high school and she's settled in that high school, and I'm battling between like wanting to go and start over in a whole different place, and then wanting to just let her ride it out to remain around her family and stuff like that, and then move after she graduates high school. So I've been straddling with that since the new year started, you guys. And since the new year started, God had kind of just been on me about the thought of moving out of this place in general. Like, I feel like moving into this place was refreshing. It was definitely new. It was my first time as an adult, paying my own bills, living in a space that is mine, like getting something in my name and being able to just stand on my own as an adult. And I feel like I've learned so much since I've been in this space, but I've also been through so much since I've been in this space. Like, emotionally, all of the things that I thought I would have probably like overcame by now, I've been going through in this space. And I know everybody's life is different. And so for me, I lived like this really big life in my 20s. I traveled, I did things. I was a hot girl, I was a city girl, baby. I was a partier, all while being a mom. And so I was also in a relationship, and I was in a long-term relationship, and that weighed a lot on my decision making. And it put me more in a family oriented type of vibe, you know. And so going into my 30s, when I turned 30, I became single. And now I was trying to find myself and figure out who LeeLee is and what LeeLee like, and build my relationship with God, and build a relationship with my children, and just figure out where I wanted to be at. Like, all these different things were going on. And so I got into therapy, and therapy has been a major help in my life, especially like with guiding me and just needing somebody to talk to, and needing things to not come to the internet to that, right? Because I would normally just use you guys as my diary, and I would come and I would vent. And I feel like that used to be okay, but like the internet changed so much that everything just became overwhelming. And then even when it comes to like the relationship or the dating type things, like I feel like you guys, y'all get attached so fast. Like I've learned that about the internet. You like, when you even dating and you bring somebody along and they a part of your journey now, like y'all attach it, and it's all automatically like, ooh, marriage, ooh, have a baby, ooh, be together. And like, baby, I'm trying to figure myself out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been crazy. Word vomit is coming out. I'm gonna document my feelings about this process that I'm about to embark on over the next 15 days. And I've waited to the last minute because I've just been questioning. I've just been questioning if I make the right decision, if I'm making the right decision. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going to end up. I don't know what it looks like for me. Like, I go back and forth between wanting to buy a house, not wanting to buy a house, just getting an apartment because I feel like the convenience of somebody coming to fix my stuff, I really like that. And then it's like I want to move out of town, but then I want to make my kids happy, and I need to just wait a little while longer. So I'm just confused. I'm confused. I feel deep down in my soul though that I am meant for bigger, and I want to be in a bigger city. I want to be around things that I like to be around, like better restaurants and more shopping experiences, and I want to meet new people, and I want to have new friends, and I want to do new things. And I feel like I've been craving that in my life, but I'm also battling with the fact that I need a reset. I need to save money. I need to stay complacent and comfortable because I have children. So, you know, I have them to think about, and I got to put them above me, and I can't make these decisions like this just based on me. It has to be based on what would benefit my children as well. And then it's like, well, I want to take them out of their comfort zone too, because I want them to know that it's okay to move. Like, you don't have to stay stuck or stagnant or complacent, like, or you got to get out of your comfort zone. Like, you got to face your fears. I don't want them to be stuck with this like Chattanooga mindset, the things that I grew up around. So like, all I can do, y'all, is go to God with it. All I can do is pray. And like, I feel like God has like stripped me. Lord, I feel like God is stripping me down to a point where it's just like, I don't know what to do. I don't know if I'm coming or going. I know that I'm gonna be okay, and I know that everything is gonna be okay, but I just want to make the right decision. I want to do the right thing. I want to be in a new space. I want to feel new things. I want to be inspired. And I feel like my time here has been up for a while, but I have these obligations, right? And so it just makes it so heavy. And then, you know, I've been going back and forth with the relationships that I was dealing with and stuff like that, and it's just been an ongoing thing. It's been an ongoing thing. And then at the end of the day, y'all know I'm a Libra, so indecisiveness is a part of my nature. It's a part of my nature. And so on this day, I decided actually like last week, I signed up for a fast with a girl that I don't even know. I saw it on TikTok. This girl, she hosts these fasts, and so I'm on a 3-day fast right now, and it's 222. I'm on a 3-day fast right now, and it's day 1, and the only thing I've been doing on this fast is praying and asking God and repenting and forgiving. You know, I've been forgiving a lot. I've just been looking for guidance, and, you know, trying not to feel like, I think it's easy to feel like a failure when you're a parent, because you feel like your life is supposed to be a certain type of way, like you're supposed to have things together in a certain type of way. And when you've had like certain expectations for your life, or if you planned out things for your life, you just feel like it's supposed to go that way, and then God comes in and like, a fool you say, like it was never supposed to go your way. It was always supposed to go my way. That's what God is saying to me. And so now I just have to be able to submit and surrender to whatever it is that God wants for me and where God is taking me. And it's really, really hard, y'all. It's really, really hard. It's really, really hard. So, yeah. This is day one. I'm about to get ready to pay my last 15 days rent in this place, and I have been procrastinating so long because I could have been packing. I was supposed to start packing at the beginning of June because I've been knowing that I wasn't re-signing my lease since like April, when I didn't re-sign my lease because we had to let them know 60 days ahead of time before we move out of here. And so I've been knowing this for a long time, and I could have started packing, but just the thought of like taking my things off the wall and like breaking down something that has become my comfort zone is crazy. And I think I've had a lot of traumatic experiences here too, and I had traumatic experiences here within my relationships. And so it's like, I feel like I didn't get the start of the living alone thing like I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to rant too long. I didn't want this to take too long. I just wanted to come and finally start it. Okay? So hopefully when I check in tomorrow, it's better. But yeah, we're moving on and we're moving out, and we're going back home for a little while, and that's okay. We gotta reset, restart, think some things through, and I want to be very clear on my next move. And I feel like lately I have not been clear. I want to be very clear on my next move. And it's like, LeeLee, you're 33. You just thought your life would look so different right now. Like, by now, you know? I don't even know if I really imagined what my life would look like. Because I'm finna have a 16-year-old and an 11-year-old child. Like, I am a mother. I am a mom. And yes, I'm an influencer. I'm a hot girl. I'm a city girl. I'm all of that. I'm a bad, you know? But I'm a mother before all of that. I'm a mother before all of that. And before all of that, I'm a child of God. And it's just like, I know the things that I want in my life. I know the things that I crave. And I really am craving like this extreme glow up. Like a glow from within. Like, I'm getting chills on my body just talking about it. Like, thinking about it. Like, when I think about like LeeLee at an elevated level, LeeLee at her full potential, like LeeLee walking into fully being Leah. She's vibrant, she's sexy, she's fun, she's funny, she's courageous, she's curious, she is adventurous, she is resilient, she's brilliant, she's divine, right? She glows from within, and she helps others to do the same. She knows her path. She knows her worth. She doesn't settle. She sets her boundaries. She stands on them. She sticks with them. She's amazing. And I'm sorry I keep getting interrupted. But I'm going to go ahead and end this here. And then I'm going to start a vlog for today because I actually gotta go get some boxes. I have refused to go get boxes, y'all. I refuse to pack. And I saw on TikTok, if you pack one room a day, you'll be good. So I'm probably gonna start packing tomorrow. And I can document from there. This might be a lengthy one, but yeah. I love y'all. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I look a hot mess right now, but I must document this because I'm walking in my neighborhood. And by the time y'all see this, I'll be moved out the neighborhood. But I made a password with God. What the crap? What the crap? What the crap? I am seriously in shock right now. I'm in shock because I made a password with God. And I took this password to God, and now that I've seen it, I'm like, this is God making this clear. Like, this is God making this clear. Like, this is God making this clear. I've never seen this truck a day in my life. I've never even seen a purple truck. And it's in my neighborhood that I'm gonna move out of in 10 days. Lost it. This is a whole purple truck. Okay, y'all, so I'm officially leaving my house. I can't believe it's over. It's over, y'all. I took everything down. That wallpaper, definitely, if you don't want to repaint, it ain't that real friendly. And this, where my mirrors was at, that Gorilla Glue sticky tab stuff, it barely want to come down, but baby, we out of here. The entire place is empty. 2 whole days of cleaning, and it is done. It is done. So, say bye for now. Oh my goodness.
Can you handle this? Can you handle this? Everybody lean in. Lean, come on. I'm about to tell you a secret. Lean, you too. Lean all the way in. Can I tell you something? I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. Because you've been having that little feeling in your heart sometimes when you're around them, and it's like it just don't feel the way it used to feel. And you're like, I think it might be time for me, but no, I just don't want to. But what are people gonna say? Forget what people have to say. I've lived long enough to know that people will talk about you if you do, and they will talk about you if you don't. If you're gonna talk about me either way, you're gonna talk about the me that's blessed and paid and excelling and elevating and going to the next level. God forbid I allow you to talk about me because I stay stuck on my level. No, you're gonna have to talk about me and look up at me at the same time. Am I preaching to somebody in the house? No, don't talk to me while I elevate. Now move on. In the same way, some of us have to move on physically. Thank you, Holy Spirit. I believe today is a reminder to many of us that it's time to move on spiritually. It's time to move on relationally. It's time to move on emotionally. For some of you, it's time to move on financially. Because the Bible says wherever a man's treasure is, that's where his heart is also. And a lot of times your pocket tells on your heart. Listen to me. There's no amount of gifts you can buy. You can't buy them. Got me? You can't. Listen to me. You can pour as much money as you want to into a season that God has decided is over. And all you're doing is wasting money. Y'all don't like me today. Here it is. Joshua chapter 1 verse 2 starts off with a startling and striking sentence. Here it is, it's on the screen. Moses, my servant, is dead. And see, that grab your attention because you don't understand what Moses represents to the people of that time. Here's what I've had to learn. One of my professors said this to me, I'll never forget it. He said, Hollis, the Bible was written for you, but not to you. This is an ancient book with timeless truths. Can you handle that? It's an ancient book with timeless truths. And so it was not written to you, but it was written for you. And so there's certain meaning from the Bible that you don't truly ever gain until you realize the audience that it was actually written to. Joshua chapter 1 verse 2 says, Moses, my servant, is dead. And you don't understand what that means because you were an Israelite during that time. Moses went toe-to-toe with Pharaoh and said, let my people go. Moses, God said to Moses, I got so much favor on your life that everybody else, I talk to them this way, but because I love you, I'm in. Later on, they got thirsty. Moses went to a rock, opened the rock up, and water came out. What am I trying to tell you? That every time they had a problem, Moses had an answer. And so when Moses dies, they're not mourning a person, they are mourning their preference. They are not mourning a person, they are mourning their preference. They thought whenever God was going to give them an answer, he would use Moses to do it. What do you do when your answer dies? What do you do when your preference dies? Because many of us are holding God captive to what we prefer. Say amen and say ouch. When I preach, it's the exact same thing. Many of us are holding God captive to our preference because Moses represents the result that they have been promised, but he also represents the route that they preferred. Moses represents more than just where they were headed. He also represents the way they always thought they'd get there. What do you do when God does what you want in a way you didn't expect? What do you do when God says in order for me to take you there, you got to let go of it? This is good. This is good. This is good. Moses is dead. Moses is in fact, God was so intentional about this. When you engage the theology, the context of this text, look at what Deuteronomy 34 and 5 says. Moses, the servant of the Lord, died there in the land of Moab, just as the Lord had said. Verse 6, the Lord buried him in the valley near Beth Peor in Moab, but to this day, no one knows the exact place. What does verse 6 say? Y'all keep going back to the bones of what's dead, trying to bring it back to life.
Y'all know the moments in your life where you feel like this is about to be life changing, and I'm excited. And I was having the worst, shittiest day yesterday. I was so sad. I was so depressed, so just very much unhappy with life. And I just want to be the best me that I can be in this next season of my life, and I want to bring it, and I want to bring the quality content, and I want to bring the consistency, and I just want to do the damn thing. Really a new LeeLee, a better Leah, phenomenal Lee. Okay, let's do it, girl. Bryce,
I'm not in the mood. You're gonna make me mad. Great.
yes,
I'm trying to be the calmest I can be, but I'm gonna get mad.
okay, so what?
I'm trying not to yell.
You cannot yell because you cannot disrespect your dad. You have to
not disrespecting me. I'm not disrespecting him.
Okay. That's why you in the truck?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know he's gonna get mad at me.
Okay.
If I try to talk to him about moving to Atlanta, he's acting like I'm not gonna come and see him every weekend.
So make it better. Do something. Make it better. Get him from being unupset and support his feelings. He has valid feelings. He can feel the way he wants to feel. What up to my dolls? I am Leah, also known as LeeLee yours truly, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new, and hey to my babies if you are true. Welcome to another day of Vlog Simber, you guys. We are actually about to do some apartment tours today. So I'm going to take you guys with me on this journey of me trying to figure out what apartment your girl is going to live in. And yeah, I ain't want to leave y'all out. So make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you can be notified whenever I post another video. Yeah, I gotta go. Well, I'm in Atlanta, but I have to be in Atlanta because I had a Friendsgiving to go to, and so I gotta get the stuff to make my infamous macaroni and cheese for that Friendsgiving. It's a lot of stuff going on. Okay, so yeah, I just wanted to start off this video, and yeah, let's go from there. I'm excited. I gotta pee because I had been drinking my Dunkins. I tried the cookie, what is the signature cookie crumble thing, and I had got like two pumps of French vanilla in there. Anyway. Okay, let's go. Dropped it because was it maintenance work going on here?
They couldn't because I literally came in here and
In the closet space. It's like if you don't have a formal like dining room, you can use that as a like extra seating area. Okay, babies, I'm at my third apartment of the day, and I just wanted to check in and tell you about the first two because I feel like I didn't talk. I was just showing. So the first one that I went to look at was the Hadley, and when I say it was absolutely beautiful, like layout phenomenal. The walk-in, and you walk in and you immediately are in, or you walk in and you are immediately welcomed by this really nice mud room. You have like the tall, like I guess those are like 10-foot doors. You have very high ceilings. The place just feels luxurious. Okay. Everything had like a grand feel. It would perfectly fit my king size bed. It would fit my dresser. It didn't feel cramped. I didn't feel like I was in an apartment at all. I felt like I was in like a home. And I was absolutely loving it. I was really, really loving it, and it made me excited for what could be like apartment living, because you guys know I'm used to staying in townhomes or home, but I do miss having like a one level home, which is why I'm looking for an apartment. Because I know most of you are like, well, you moved from a townhome and you looking for an apartment. I want an apartment, and I want to get the feel that I want to get. I want to be inspired every day. I want amenities at my house. I just know that I'm willing to pay for convenience. I'm willing to pay for security and comfort. And I just want that luxury feel to like elevate my life, right? So that one was cool. So then I went to my next apartment, and you guys, I fell absolutely in love with this place. I'm not going to say the name of it because I fell so in love with it that I think I'm going to apply for it. They have so many different layouts, and the layouts that I've seen, I did look at 2 and 3 bedrooms because I was interested in getting a 3 bedroom as well, if it can fit in my price range. But the 2 bedrooms were bigger, and you get more with the 2 bedrooms. So yeah, I'm gonna do a whole video about that as far as like me and my kids and how that's gonna all work out. But as for this one, they had the floor to ceiling windows. The views were immaculate. The price point is crazy. They had great specials. Now I can see that it'll probably be an issue when it comes to parking. I don't have a lot of guests anyway, so yeah, that would probably be a thing, but I'm worried about me, okay? And then I loved all of the community spaces that both places had. So I'm like, girl, this is just so inspiring. I don't have to stay in my home and work. I like literally I can walk everywhere. Like, I'm just excited with it. I'm very, very happy about it. So, and my third one, and this one is called Momentum, Midtown. So I'm going to go in here. I'm a little early because I was supposed to go to another one, the Amelie Art Center, but I saw the reviews and I really don't got time for that. Like, I don't want to smell weed when I go in the community. I don't want all that. And like every review that I seen had the same thing. And then plus I feel like the last place I seen, the storage was immaculate. Okay, I don't want to deal with all that. I don't want to deal with all that. So yeah, we at the next place. Let's go in here. Hopefully I get wowed. Yeah, I'm excited though. I'm excited. I feel like what do you feel, LeeLee? I feel like that 15% is that fear of like, okay, this motherfucker just might be serious this time. She done literally said, when it started these New Year's and all this, and she done literally said like, oh, okay, you get this chance, you get that chance, I'm gonna wait on you, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But to see somebody actually take action towards something that they done talked about and that you know will cause change, is scary, because change is scary, right? And so then that put the thoughts in your head about what you thinking. And it also makes you look at yourself, and it makes you reevaluate yourself, and it makes you reevaluate like what the fuck you really got going on and what you've been doing.
Yeah, definitely. That's that 15% I'm feeling.
Yeah. Today is December the 11th. It's almost 9 in the morning, and this is like a little diary, in like a vlog. What is it? Like a real live video diary log, okay, that I'm doing right now, because I feel like I gotta get this out. I haven't said it to anyone, and I've been holding it in. And I mean, I haven't told my mom, my kids. I haven't told anyone. I haven't told nobody. This has been between me and God. And in pretty much like 9 days, I'm going to be moving to a new city, in a new place. And it's all because of God. And the thing about it is that I was supposed to do this such a long time ago. Like, God literally gave me the instructions to do it such a long time ago. And what you guys have been seeing play out in my life has been a clear result of disobedience. And I wouldn't say that it's as if it's like punishment or something, because it's not punishment, because in everything it's a lesson, right? You have to learn these things, and you have to grow through these things, and you have to grow from these things. But when God gives you clear direction, it is for you to do as you are told right then and not right there. And when God gives you this clear direction, it always comes with instructions. Like, immediately you'll start out thinking like, okay, how? Like, what? Like, why are you saying this? Like, that's so out of the box. Like, that's so outside of anything that I feel like is tangible right now. Like, are you trying to make my life harder, God? Like, right? Like, this decision has required so much self-reflect, and not just for me, but for my family, for my children. I feel like that in this environment that I'm in right now, it has such strong holds on me, on my thoughts, on my creativities. Like, right now it's chained up because I feel like I've reached capacity to where I am right now, and I have no choice but to be dug up and planted somewhere else. Because if not, what, you just gonna wither up and die? And it's like, I've seen the fruit that have been bared staying in the same position. No more new fruit is growing, right? And I've seen the things that have happened, the cycles that have repeated themselves because of the disobedience. And so this time, I'm just surrendering it all to God. Literally everything that's taking place right now is God, because I don't know how. I don't know where. I don't know how. But God has literally worked it all out. And I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. And it's like, okay, you know, if this is something that you want, if this is what you want, if this is how it's going to be, make it happen. And I promise you that I'm just going to follow your lead. Because where I've been leading me right now, it's got me to certain places. It's got me to certain things. But that's no more. And clearly what I've been doing has had me on a whirlwind of emotions, ups and downs, highs and lows. And it has taken such a traumatic toll on my nervous system, on my body, on my mind, that I'm so scared right now. Like, I'm so scared that if I don't surrender, I don't know what will happen. And I'm not trying to get emotional or anything. It's my daddy calling me. I ain't told my daddy. I ain't trying to get emotional or anything. It's just like, I don't think anybody understands, like, the mental turmoil that I have been going through with fighting back and forth with God about this decision. And it's like, I done thought of every reason, like, why? And then that place, like, okay, I get it, but I mean, this has been prophesied over my wife so many times, and I'm just like, yeah, nah. You know, because I'm very much in love with the environment. I'm very much in love with the environment. that I'm in. Very much so. But it's not good for me. And I realize I do this with a lot of things because I am a lover, y'all. When I love something, I love it so much. And I think that I did not plan on crying. Oh my goodness. I think that we all in some form, some shape or some form, you know, like go to what we comfortable with. We all try to do the thing that's going to make us feel the best, that's going to bring us the most ease, right? Naturally. And it's crazy because since I was a child, I've always been a risk taker. And I don't know where that part of me got pushed down. I don't know what happened to make it get pushed down. And I think that I prided myself on being, at a young age, I prided myself on being outspoken and self-sufficient and independent because of, you know, things that happened to me. I was trying to beat all the odds. Like most children who, you know, suffer from SA or whatever, they have a real hard time speaking up for themselves. They have a real hard time setting boundaries and making things known for themselves when it comes against other people. And not healing from that SA would have you repeating cycles, staying comfortable, being quiet, doing things that you ultimately don't want to do, but you don't feel you have a say-so, right? And so I've always kind of prided myself on stepping outside of that box, but somewhere, some way, somehow, I've been put in that shit, and it has been suffocating me. And then you ask God, like, is this what healing looks like? Is this what healing feels like? But I wanted to come. I did not expect to be this emotional, y'all, but this is such a big decision for me. And it's been a long time coming. And I really, and I know it may be small to some people, and this may not even be a big thing to some people, because like, girl, down the street. Be fucking for real. Like, but it's not. It's not. And the things that I have to, when it comes to my children, oh my goodness, when it comes to my children, y'all, like, I'm just like, God, what? He's literally, God is literally telling me, like, I got you. I'm taking care of it. It's taken care of. Like, I need you to do this. I need you to do this. And I'm like, no. And I've been like, no. And there's things and people and opportunities that I felt like I wanted to go with me. And it's like, no. You ain't gonna have none of that. None of that. It's gonna be totally fresh, totally new. And it's like, what? Like, man. And things that you ultimately thought you were supposed to do with other people, you realize that God is telling you to do it alone. Do it scared. Do it without nothing. Do it broke. Like, broken. Like, what? Like, that saying is so real. Like, I think people take it lightly, but it's like, so at this point, I have no choice but to follow wise counsel. The guy has already told me this is what it is. So, only thing that I can do is surrender and try and see where it goes and see where it takes me. and pray for the best, and pray that in this new chapter of my life, in this new adventure, in this new time, that I learn as much as I can learn, that I am joyful, that I am happy, that I am grateful, that I do what I need to do in order to bear fruit, right? That I really learn what it is to be a risk taker and the benefits that come from that, and also the sacrifices that are made when you ask to do that. And there have been a lot of shifts taking place in my life this year. This has been a life-changing year, and we ain't gonna get into like heartbreak and the sadness of that, my life, friendship breakups, like sibling rivalry. Like, I mean, I think I done had something from everything. When God say you're gonna be out in the wilderness and He want to see what you do with it, like, babe, the thoughts that come into your mind, the things that try to take over your spirit, like, you have to pray. You have to stay prayed up. You have to stay grounded in God. You have to stay centered in your spiritual beliefs. And I ultimately, from the bottom of my feet to the top of my head, I really just want to be better. You know? And whatever mistakes I've made, whatever wrong I've done to whoever I've wronged, and that's insane of me to even say, because like, I treat people, the golden rule that I was taught and I was raised on as a kid, and look, my mom is calling, my dad called, my mom calling. The golden rule that this lady taught me was treat people the way you want to be treated. When you in elementary school, I was a star student, y'all. And you learn the characteristics: honesty, responsibility, perseverance, respect, right? The golden rule of all of that is treat people the way you want to be treated. And that is how I live my life. So it is, I'm not saying that, because in relationship things are different, especially in relationship we tend to like turn into our parents and crap like that, but it is very, very seldom that I would do something wrong, because I tend to take a lot with everybody in my life until I can't take no more. So anyways, that's my vlog for today. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you. I love y'all, and I'm gonna get back to my vlogging. I thank God. So yeah, we're gonna see where this takes us, and I'll check in over the next couple of days with whatever else I got to say or think about. And at this current moment, my feelings are freaking hurt, because I don't want to go without people that I've grown to love. But I just don't feel that it is loving me in a way that I need to be loved back. And maybe I'm not loving in the way that I need to give love right now either. I mean, I'm a mess. So, okay. Bye, y'all.
Well, babies, this is December the 18th, and I'm actually headed to Atlanta to go visit my cousin Tasha in this vlog. And y'all seen when I went down there and I kind of toured her new house and stuff. But I'm on the phone and I'm having a really real conversation, because at this point, just like every other point, I'm tired. But that's not to say the least, okay? God had gave me specific instructions, you guys. This was like 4 days out from my move. I was going to be moving into my apartment December the 22nd, right? And so I was going down to my cousin's house because we was figuring this out. And at this point, she was the only person that I had told, but everything was still fine. So God literally had already gave me instructions and told me, like, don't tell nobody about this, right? And I kept reiterating earlier in the vlog, like, I hadn't told no one. Not my kids, not my mom, not my dad, not my boo, nobody, right? And the person I'm on the phone with, who I'm arguing with right now, is my boo. And I'm just like, this shit is getting done. We figuring this out. Like, LeeLee, you got this. I'm following my guidance. I'm listening to God. And I'm like, this is what it's supposed to be, y'all. But I am struggling. I'm struggling mentally. I'm struggling emotionally. I'm struggling physically. I'm struggling financially. Like, when I say it was crazy, it was crazy. It was crazy.
I have to deal with that with me. So inside, I'm like, girl, you sick. Like, something wrong with you. So now I'm fighting against me, and I'm mad at me. So it makes me insecure, not confident, not wanting to show up, not wanting to do the things that I would normally love to do. Not wanting to be my best self, because how can I be my best self and I know I'm not treating myself the best? I am not being LeeLee.
Okay, y'all. So to sum this up, I pretty much went down to Atlanta and got some things squared away with my cousin. Everything was good. Everything was fine. I came back to Chattanooga, and probably like 2 days after this, it was like, no, it was this same day. It was either this same day or the next day. I ended up telling somebody else that I was getting ready to move and that my move-in day was December the 22nd. And I'm posting my offer letter or welcome letter and everything because, like, y'all, I was moving. This was in motion, okay? And when I say, when God tells you to do something and you don't do it or you be disobedient, when I say it gets snatched away instantly, it gets snatched away instantly. And I came to y'all and I made a vlog saying, when God tells you to do something and you be disobedient, he'll snatch it away. These people emailed me the day before my move-in, the day before I was going to pick up my keys, and said I was going to need a guarantor or a co-signer or something because they didn't even give me no reason. They honestly just said that out of the blue. And I'm like, I don't have a co-signer. Like, I don't got nobody around me with, like, good credit and shit. Like, what? Like, they was talking about something with income. And I'm like, I've already qualified for the place. Y'all, they literally canceled my application and gave my apartment to someone else. When I say I screamed and cried and screamed and cried and screamed and cried and screamed and cried, I was so emotionally distraught and so freaking devastated. I was so confused. But I also was like, dang, this is pure proof of when God tells you don't open your mouth. Do not open your mouth. Be quiet. Keep your blessings to yourself until it's set in stone. Lesson learned. And you would have thought that discouraged me. You would have thought that made me give up. And I'm not going to hold you. I'm not going to lie. It almost did. But I got back up right before Christmas. And I went back out. And I started looking. But then, after Christmas, something just said, stop trying to force this. Stop trying to force it. And when I say force it, I mean force everything. So I got back in the gym, where I know I can find peace. And I also got back into my Bible, and I went to where I know I could get some clarity and some answers. And after a conversation with my daughter in the car, that got us here. Oh my gosh, that got us here. So yeah, y'all, it's been a journey. It's been a time. A time was had, and so many lessons have been learned. I can't even put into words the feeling that I feel. All I know is it's a new chapter. It's a new era, and things are starting to blossom and bloom just as I told you it would in the month of March. So going into the month of April, we are praising God. We are thanking God for all of our blessings. We are being obedient. And yeah, welcome to the life of LeeLee.